Well guys, today it's sort of good and bad news really. Good news, well you may see why in a minute. Bad news, I'm afraid it's a bit of a replacement for something that I've not been able to use for most of the summer. Bit emotional, but there we are. So here we are at the Superbike factory in Bristol. Not the easiest places to find. Well, there's roadworks all over the place. Anyway, I've got my helmet, all insured and taxed. So let's take it from there. I could learn to ride on that, couldn't I?
Shut up.
Is that are you here to collect?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know who's doing the handover? Sorry, Simon.
It's Simon or Reese, I guess.
Simon or Reese.
Yeah.
In which case, so whenever you're ready.
Okay, I will in a minute.
Simon's here.
Hi there. Okay, so what the hell have I done? Well, I'm a patient guy, but unfortunately the YB has been off the road, save for one run, since June. Hasn't been running properly, and in the end it was diagnosed as to needing a rebore, new pistons, etc, etc. Well, it's been waiting for the rebore since the beginning of August, and right now it is middle of October. So basically I have lost 5% possibly of my future riding time just waiting for, and it's not been done. And the other thing is, I'm not happy having to rely on mates to do my fettling, my repairs and everything, because I'm not a mechanic. I can do very basic stuff, but when you're looking at a much older bike like the YB, things aren't necessarily quite as straightforward as changing the oil on a plug, as I found out to my cost. So what have I done? Well, I've been looking at other bikes, and two really have struck me as particularly worthy of consideration. I dismissed the Chinese bikes. I don't really fancy one, to be honest. Partly for political reasons, and partly because they need maintenance rather earlier than the Japanese bikes do. So given my label that I've called myself, Fat Man Small Bike, I decided initially I was looking at the monkey bike. I thought I'd look pretty ridiculous on it, and could faithfully continue that Fat Man Small Bike idea. However, the monkey is only 9 horsepower, and I honestly can't understand why, given that these learner bikes can go up to 15 horsepower, why don't they actually put them up to 15 horsepower? Mind you, 15 horsepower on a monkey might be a little bit scary. Well, then I started looking at this bike, the Yamaha XSR125. Very attractive bike, pretty even like me, and full 15 horsepower, almost as powerful as my 350 Meteor, can you believe? And I started looking seriously at these, but believe it or not, today is the first time I've actually ridden one. And the one that I've ridden is mine. I've just bought it. 15 horsepower, over 70 mile an hour, very economical, going to be very reliable. Surely it's got to be, if I look after it properly. Should do me to the end of my biking days. I've just picked it up from the Superbike factory in Bristol, having seen it online. So with only 257 miles on the clock, I've still got to run it in for another 300 miles or so. So, but I think it looks an attractive bike. Seat's quite hard. I have to bend my knees up a bit to get on and off it. So I'm putting myself on a strict diet. Seriously, I am. And I'm keeping it under 5,000 revs as much as possible. So I've got to be honest, I've not experienced the true performance of the bike, which for a 125 I understand is pretty impressive, but I've not experienced that and not likely to for a few weeks yet until I get some miles on the clock. It was supplied by Fowler's in Bristol, and to somebody who decided to sell it back, well, sell it to someone having only done 257 miles. Manufactured this year. I'm not sure what the first registration date is. I think it's June. So anyway, that's the full story. Well, it's not the full story because that will come later when we start doing some things. But I'm going to be riding it on Wednesday, God willing, to the autumn leaves, I think it's called, bike ride that Rod has arranged. So let's see how we get on with it on that. Anyway, I'm very pleased with it.